Bellessa and I are doing a huge giveaway in today's video, so be sure to stay tuned to learn how you can win a major discount or even a free toy. If I'm an ant, then so be it. I still don't like you. I'm gonna be honest, I had full intentions of like getting up early in the morning tomorrow and like doing myself up since I already took all my makeup off today and like talking about this, but I've been doing my research for this video for the last however many hours, and all of my thoughts are in my head right now, and I want to talk about them before they like get out of my head. And so I'm just gonna treat this like we're yapping at a sleepover, okay? We're all face masked up and we are just gossiping about boys and then also people on the internet, because that's who we're talking about. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking around. I really appreciate you, because today we're talking about Nikocado Avocado, who is someone that I never really thought I'd talk about again on my channel since the last time that I talked about him, because quite frankly, like, his content just like grosses me out. I never wanted to subject myself to it again, but here I am. Yeah, because a lot has happened with him over the last few weeks, and it has been like my birthday and I've had a lot going on at work and all that kind of stuff, and so I haven't had time to like sit down and watch what happened and then like actually formulate thoughts and feelings on it. And quite frankly, normally I have like full scripts for videos, but this video I just have like bullet points and I'm just gonna talk about it and hope that it works. If you guys like this more casual style of content, let me know, because I certainly like making it, because I can just be like, I can sit down and just film a video. So yeah, if you don't know who Nikocado Avocado is, he has been a mukbanger on YouTube, and he has like multiple different YouTube channels. He became popular because he's just very over the top, very dramatic, also very unapologetic with what he keeps in his videos and what he shows. One of the main reasons I never liked his content was just because of all the pissing and shit and farting, like, and the eating sounds. And just the spectacle of it all, it was just such a clearly an act to me that like I just couldn't take it seriously. And I know that's why he gained the following that he did, for sure. I just could never get into it. In fact, the only time I've made a video on it is another time he pissed me off. So yeah, but he came on the internet and basically revealed that for the last, I think, 2 years or so, he backlogged videos. He had a backlog of videos from when he was bigger, doing his normal shenanigans, but during that time he was losing weight, and he's lost 250 pounds. And nobody now really knows what's true and what's not, because then he posted a YouTube short saying that he hasn't lost all the weight and that we'll believe anything again, which is the whole reason he did it in the first place, and blah blah blah. So like nobody really knows what's real and what's not, and to me that's all Nikocado's doing. I don't think he's the master that he thinks he is, but we'll get into that in a minute, because before I get into everything else, I just want to turn it over to past Megan, much more put together Megan, to tell you about today's sponsor. But before we get into today's video, I want to thank today's video sponsor, Bellessa. Now, Bellessa is a longtime friend of the channel. I have been working with them. They were one of my first sponsors on my channel, and I'm still so happy to be working with them today. And if you don't know who or what Bellessa is, they are a by women company for all things sexual wellness. Bellessa's main mission is to empower everyone to embrace, explore, and celebrate their sexuality. And before I started working with Bellessa, I was a customer first, and so I have been buying their products for longer than I've even worked with them. Today, I really want to talk about one specifically, and that is the thump, because whenever I talk about Bellessa in a video, I'm always told by people that my recommendation has inspired them to buy their first toy. And in my personal life and online, whenever anybody asks me what a good like beginner toy is, I always recommend the thump. Really does everything. It is what I like to call like the Swiss Army knife of vibrators. It vibrates on this end, it sucks right here and it thumps right here. And this is all for external stimulation. So these are for my people who like external stimulation. And it has 5 vibration modes, 5 suction modes, and 5 thumping modes. When I tried this for the first time, the thumping sensation was very new to me, but let me tell you, it did not disappoint. I am pleased to report that just like every other time I work with Bellesa, we are doing a massive giveaway where everyone who enters receive a huge discount, and then some people who enter will win a fully free toy. I've entered these giveaways in the past and I've gotten like a $50 discount. I've seen some of the ones that you guys have gotten in the comments and like they don't hold back, so there's really nothing to lose here. So be sure to click the link down below in my description to enter that giveaway with Bellesa and let me know what you got because I'm nosy and I want to know. As always, thank you so much to Bellesa for sponsoring today's video, and as always, again, thank you so much to you guys for continuing to interact with my content so that brands like Bellesa want to keep working with me. It truly means the world to have sponsors come back again and again and again, and it helps me out more than I think you guys will ever know. So yeah, thank you so much to you guys and to Bellesa, and let's just get back into the video. First off, I just want to like go over his like comeback video, I guess, because he talked in this video about how he viewed this whole thing of him like being ridiculous online and like gaining a bunch of weight online and eating copious amounts of foods online and like the reception that it got online as like a social experiment, and how like he called his audience like ants and how he could like control the minds of his ants or something like that. I'll put a clip of it here.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment of my entire life. It's alluring, it's compelling, it's gripping to observe all these unwell, disoriented beings roam the internet in search of stories, ideas, rivalries, where they feel encouraged and engaged, where they involve themselves with the stories and become a product of influence. Thirsty for a distraction from time unspent, spoiling their minds, yet stimulating them at the same time. It's brilliant, and it's dangerous. I feel as if I'm monitoring ants on an ant farm. One follows another, follows another, follows another. It's mesmerizing. It's spellbinding. All these little consumers, all of these lost and bored people. People consuming anything that they're told to consume. So I am the villain because I've made myself one. And you will continue to consume these stories about me year after year after year, for as long as I tell the internet that I am the villain. Stories that permeate and linger and infect the minds of the ants, influence the ants, brainwash the ants. You are the ants. Today I woke up from a very long dream, and I also woke up having lost 250 pounds off of my body. Yet just yesterday, people were calling me fat and sick and boring and irrelevant. People are the most messed up creatures on the entire planet. And yet I've still managed to stay 2 steps ahead of everyone The joke's on you.
I'm like, a social experiment for what? Like, and also at first when I was talking about, I was literally just talking about this with someone today. Like, I went to coffee with someone today, and I was like, from a YouTuber perspective, honestly, like the forethought and the planning that went into him like backlogging 2 years of content, or however many years of content, with the plan to lose the weight over the time that he was posting those videos, and then come back and say, hey, I've actually lost all the weight and I don't look like how you think I look. From a YouTuber standpoint, at first I was like, that's actually kind of impressive. But then I was like, Megan, you work in social media, like your full-time job outside of YouTube is also in social media. And that just meant that he had a content plan. Like, it's really not that that impressive. Is the planning impressive to someone who struggles with content planning for like my channel? Sure. Okay. But like, really, he just had a content plan, and it's really not that impressive. Because also, to frame it like he's this like mastermind, because he gives like this theater kid-esque monologue. Well, I know that the monologue in the beginning was from an old video, but like when he takes the panda hat off, which we will get to the panda head in a second, when he takes it off, he starts talking again, and it's like just so melodramatic how he thinks he's like some villainous mastermind, and maybe this could all be a troll too, and I totally would believe it. I 100% would believe it. He calls it a social experiment, and to prove that people will believe anything that that's put in front of their face, right? And I'm just like, yes, content that you put out on the internet, that you made your audience to believe was you, ridiculous as it was, people believed it was you, because why would they think anything else? You know, like, it wasn't like scandalous enough for people to start coming up with like theories about him. And now people are coming up with conspiracy theories about it, saying that he hasn't actually lost the weight. And now he's confirming that in a short, which may or may not have been filmed before he lost the weight, if he actually did lose the weight.
I don't have good news to share with you today. I'm actually really triggered. I made a YouTube video and I said, I'm 2 steps ahead. My whole life is premeditated. It's calculative. It's manipulative. My life has been a social experiment. Joke's on you. I'm actually really smart. And what was the result of that video? Millions of people believed it. Y'all have the IQs of a bag of rocks. I could literally dye my hair blue and say it's always been blue, and half y'all will believe it. Yes, because I just acted gaining 250 pounds. Who in their right mind does a social experiment gaining 250 pounds for 5 years in a row? Y'all are so stupid. We've all been played by this evil genius. Oh my God. I literally typed up a Batman monologue and read it. I'm scared for society, actually. Don't believe everything you're told, including from me. And yet y'all believed it. That's actually scary.
So now I feel like it's all just getting like muddled, and it's stupid. I don't care if he lost the weight or not. Because regardless of if he lost the weight and he pulled this whole thing off, first of all, like I said, it's a content plan. Okay? Like, it's a content plan. Part of me like really hates that he showed that doing something like this was possible, because he has come on and said that like a lot of his content was demonetized, and so he didn't make as much money as people thought he did. But like, he still made a lot of money, and like the fact that he traded his health for that is really sad. I just worry for people who are like, well, I can do that. Like, that really concerns me. That part of it concerns me just right off the bat. But like, the shit that he did while, I don't care if it was backlogged, I don't care if like this happened before he started backlogging content, I don't care. Some of the stuff that he did during this whole social experiment or whatever is so gross. And I just wanted to take time to highlight it here, because people are calling him a genius. People are calling him a master, like, whatever. He's not. okay? He's not. He had a content plan, all right? And he did a lot of horrible stuff over the course of that content plan. Because, like, first of all, just right off the bat, these 2 videos that he posted with his weight loss, at the end of the first one, I think it was the first one, he talks about how he wants to start bringing back what mukbang started as, which were just like eating shows to like eat with somebody if you were alone.
Thanks for watching my black bean noodle mukbang, and I hope you enjoyed your food if you ate with me, which you should have, because that's what mukbang is supposed to be. That's what it was originally for, and that's what I'm trying to bring back to the internet. And I love being a mukbanger. I love food. I like eating food, and I like being here. So let me know what you think. I guess that's it. Bye!
But he like capitalized and made a mockery off of mukbangs for years. And now that he's done with that, he's like, okay, I just want to go back to how it was. Weird. I don't like that. Because also the fact that these first 2 videos were him just putting back enough noodles for a family of 6 in both videos is very odd to me, especially because he's like moaning and sometimes burping throughout them as well. Oh, and then saying he wants to bring mukbangs back to what they started off as. Very confusing, very contradictory to me. I will say, these are the first mukbangs of his that I have actually watched. Unfortunately, I do kind of live for his bird, Mr. Noodle, just like going to town on his mushy peas and sweet potatoes next to him. I was like, that's cute. I can get behind that, that's cute, but I hate the rest of it. I think, though, we need to talk about more what has happened over the course of Nikocado's content to let you know that he's really not the like social media mastermind that some people are making him out to be, because I'm really sick of that narrative. First of all, I would love to go back to Stephanie Sue and the whole mess that happened with that, and I will have a great video linked down below explaining everything that happened with that. But basically, when he and Stephanie Sue, who is another mukbanger on YouTube, another very famous mukbanger, when they collabed together, he tried to manipulate her into talking about something that she had said off camera that she didn't want to talk about. All the footage of him basically interrogating her was in his possession, so like it was on his video card, and she came out and was like, I'm scared because he could cut this like however he wants to. Basically, overall, just made Stephanie feel super uncomfortable while they were working together, and she also felt like she couldn't just leave the filming or like stop the collaboration because he is so overbearing. And this got to the point of her having like panic attacks over the course of the days that they were working together. Nick then made a response to her video where she was visibly upset talking about all of this stuff, where he like completely manipulated her timeline with everything and to make her out to be the liar, like when her videos were full of text messages and like security camera proof of everything that had happened. He also like rallied a bunch of other popular YouTubers against her for some reason. He just like flat out like bullied Stephanie Sue. Like 100% was just a bully to Stephanie Sue. The panda head at the beginning of his most recent video coming out as a smaller version of himself could be seen, and probably was, I think, a callback to Stephanie's husband wearing like a panda head to keep his appearance hidden. And like that to me again is just taunting or bullying Stephanie Sue again. Over the course of his channel, he and Orlin, his husband, and I'm not saying Orlin's like innocent in all of this, they showed a very, very, I'm gonna say toxic for YouTube standards, but I really mean a different word, the A word, relationship in many of their videos and like together. And like, I don't care if that was an act. That can be very real for some people, and they've clickbaited it and like they've made money off of it, and like it's hard to watch even if it was an act, and like if it wasn't, then I worry about that as well. It was just very disturbing to see just sprinkled in their videos together. So there was that. And then also I made a whole video on this, but I can't remember what he did. I think he like hurt his arm or like a rib, or he hurt himself temporarily. And he claimed himself to be a fully disabled person. He basically took like what was a temporary disability and claimed it as a full disability.
It's your fault that I'm over here starving in my bed. I wouldn't have become disabled if it weren't for you people who encouraged these videos. I was on a weight loss journey, and I actually lost a lot of weight one time. And then I lost a pound and I gained a few back of water. But I also have lost some pounds, I think. I don't know. I haven't been on the scale for over a week since the accident. So in case you just found out, I broke 3 of my ribs from coughing. And why was I coughing? Well, I don't know. But it's your fault. Oh, I'm gonna cough again. Oh, I'm trying to hold it. Ouch! My ribs!
And I, having a disabled mother, and a lot of other people in the disabled community took a lot of offense to that because he made an absolute mockery of disabled people, which was just something that was not needed for disabled people at all. And so, yeah, there was that as well. And also, I just wanted to put this here because this always made me feel uncomfortable, were his collaborations with Hungry Fat Chick Candy. And I've been asked to talk about Hungry Fat Chick quite a few times on my channel. I don't know if I ever will, to be honest, because I have like some very complex feelings about Candy, none of which are negative, to be honest. I have a lot of empathy for her and what she has made her content into and what she can't really escape. I don't know if I'll talk about Hungry Fat Chick ever outside of this, but he's collabed with Hungry Fat Chick a lot before he came out with his weight loss, but also he collabed with her post weight loss as well. And to me, it always just felt very exploitative, especially when they went to places like the Heart Attack Grill in Vegas and stuff like that.
We're in the car on the way. There's Candy.
Hey, y'all.
She's so excited. We're both so excited. We're actually really hungry.
Yes, very hungry.
We were sitting here saying like, we're gonna get the flatliner fries. Oh, I want the onion ring. She's like, oh, I want a hot dog.
Yes, I want a hot dog.
She wants a shake. I don't know if I'm gonna get the shake. You know that? Didn't you say that was the fattiest shake you've ever had?
Fattiest, best, most delicious shake I've ever had in my life.
We've made it! Yay! Heart Attack Grill. Hopefully we don't get a heart attack.
Yes. Come on, heart.
Okay. We just made our order. We're so excited. We got a lot more food than last time.
Yeah.
Last time, all we did was the cheeseburger, and she did a chocolate shake last time, if you guys might remember.
I'm doing the vanilla today.
Ooh. And I'm gonna try the onion rings, so I'm gonna share with Candy.
Yep, I can't wait to try those.
And we both got flatliner fries.
Mm-hmm. With chili.
Salted butter too.
Ooh.
Oh, shoot.
Amazing.
I walk right down with some pina colada.
Candy's having a party up in here. And we did it! Woo! We did it! Oh my god!
I made it in.
It always just felt like he was on a bit that like she wasn't part of, and that made me really sad to watch, because I did watch those, and like anytime he worked with her, it just always, I don't know, it just felt wrong. And then when I saw that he collabed with her after coming out with his weight loss, for some reason that just rubbed me the wrong way even more. Like any of his content with her just always felt really exploitative to me, and I didn't like it. And so I wanted to mention that in here as well. Overall too, just with like his weight and all of that, he always like more or less like celebrated how big he was getting and seemed excited about it. Like I distinctly remember him celebrating hitting 300 pounds. And like for me, hitting 300 pounds was like a wake up call moment that led me to get weight loss surgery. But I was like, whatever. But now seeing that he like views this all as like a social experiment, it really makes me look back at those times where he like celebrated his weight loss or his weight gain and like loved how much bigger he was getting and all of that kind of stuff, and just get like a big ick from it even more than I already did, because like he was celebrating it, and like yeah, a lot of people took his content as a troll and didn't take it seriously, and like I fully understand that, but like I feel like there were also people who watched it as a place for possibly commiserating with somebody, and like if he was encouraging people to be gluttonous and to harm their health, which I think he did with Candy, and that was part of the reason why all of that stuff rubbed me the wrong way. I just, now knowing that like if this is true, if he has lost the weight, again, we don't really know. I just hate that like he celebrated something that he was actively working to reverse while he was like posting all of this stuff. Does that make sense? It just, something about this rubs me the wrong way. And like I've never liked Nick, and I feel like that might be clouding my judgment, but like he comes off to, he makes it seem like he's just some like mastermind, and like that like everybody should just bow down to him because he like planned out this thing and like he proved that people are stupid and whatever. And I'm like, because like I said, because they believed what you were putting in front of them as a content creator, like, okay, if I'm an ant, then so be it. I still don't like you. Either way, the fact that this was all pre-planned to me does not paint Nick in a better light. In fact, I think it paints him in a worse light. And I just wanted to talk about it here and highlight some stuff here, because I think that we should all just keep in mind that while people are calling him a genius or whatever, one, it was just a content plan, and two, he was still a horrible person throughout it, and I wanted to highlight that here. Let me know what you think down below. Leave your comments down below. I would love to hear it because I know everybody has very strong opinions on this. Leave a avocado emoji if you made it this far. Thank you so much to Bellessa for sponsoring today's video. Go click the link down in my description to enter that giveaway and let me know what you got, because I am nosy. And as always, thank you so much to you guys for watching my videos. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, drink your water, take your meds, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.